Hello, and thank you for attending today's webcast. We have an exciting topic to discuss with you. First, a little background on myself. I have been with eCoast's for a bit over 10 years now. I oversee our program management and program delivery teams, ensuring that we always have a value delivery focus. I have been in the high-tech demand generation business for over 15 years and have had the privilege of working with some of the world's leading suppliers to help them solve their demand generation challenges. I strongly believe that our clients' goals should be incorporated as our own, so that we are all pushing in the same direction with an emphasis on collaboration and best practices. One of our core competencies is generating sales opportunities for our clients utilizing our telemarketing resources and our world-class call centers. We have also spent the better part of the last decade developing and gaining expertise in a service that we offer known as the Call Blitz. We will start with the basics by defining what a Call Blitz is and highlight the vital components that make it work. We will then go over how Call Blitzes can help you achieve your goals and specifically the end results that you will see, not just in increased sales pipeline, but also in the improvement you will see in your channel partners and your relationship with them. We will then talk about how we can scale the program to deliver results beyond what you had probably imagined from a single demand generation exercise. We will show everyone what we believe are the attributes of a successful Call Blitz, the critical success factors, and how to get the most out of the activity. We will also give you some tips and tricks on how to get the very most out of a Call Blitz, how to optimize the execution, and mix it with other marketing activities to maximize results. Lastly, we will give you a sneak peek at the new eCoast's Call Blitz portal for tracking activity and results during a Call Blitz. A Call Blitz is an exciting and productive alternative to the traditional outsourced demand generation effort. By executing Call Blitzes with their channel, a supplier is able to provide their partners with the tools they need to generate their own demand. The channel partner sales team performs the prospecting calls to the end user in an effort to generate qualified leads and appointments. The supplier sales reps participate with the partner as a way to lead by example and foster mutual success. A third-party expert like eCoast is there to provide training and tools to the supplier and the partner that will help them achieve success during the Call Blitz. One of the end results of a well-crafted and executed Call Blitz is that the combined sales teams have actionable, sales engagement-ready opportunities that can be added to the pipeline and pursued until deals close. On the flip side, the sales teams also have a number of prospects which they can nurture over time, either with a multi-touch approach or with additional featured Call Blitzes. There are a few vital components that need to be present for every successful Call Blitz. A Call Blitz is an event, and like with any other successful event, thoughtful planning and coordination are a must. The number of locations, participants, Blitz days, schedule of activities, and the level of training needed are just a few of the things that must be considered. One of the most important contributing factors for success in any Call Blitz is the tele-prospecting list. Regardless of whether the list is purchased or provided by the supplier or the partner, it is very prudent to have the list called through prior to the Call Blitz to verify the proper contacts. An intuitive and easy-to-use Call Blitz database that has been developed specifically for intensive, fast-paced calling that takes place on Blitz Day is a must-have for any successful Call Blitz. eCoast has recently developed a new Call Blitz portal incorporating processes and functionality that comes from 9 years of experience. The portal is now in production, making our clients' Call Blitzes even more efficient and productive. Training on cold calling best practices is necessary when the partner sales reps are good at closing deals, but do not have a lot of experience at the front end of the sales cycle creating demand. This is where the teach them to fish philosophy comes in. We share with them key tips and tricks for getting through the gatekeeper, how to handle the most common objections, how to leave a voicemail that maximizes the likelihood that they will receive a call back, and how to effectively craft an opening statement that will get prospects to open up about their needs. We will also review different appointment setting techniques and the general do's and don'ts of cold calling. This is the first step towards helping the partner become self-sufficient and depend less on the supplier for actionable sales leads. Some partners, like direct value-added resellers, for example, may in fact have expertise in this area, and this type of training may not be necessary. Since the Call Blitz can be here and gone in less than one business day, it is important to have technical and operational support on call and responsive. Any issues that arise need to be handled with professionalism and timeliness. The overall goal of a call blitz is to drive sales pipeline for the manufacturer and the partner. Since the calling efforts are being conducted by the partner, the supplier can see an increased return on investment and finally have a better way to manage their demand generation costs and grow their business to new heights. As you will see when we describe the various types of call blitz programs a bit later in the presentation, you can oftentimes touch more partners with marketing development funds by utilizing the call blitz demand generation methodology. You will find that working closely with partners to help them generate new sales opportunities not only leads to financial gain, but it will also enhance the level of communication between you and your partners. If one of your goals as a supplier is to have more self-sufficient channel partners who are increasing their knowledge of the art of cold calling and generating demand for your solutions, then the Call Blitz Teach Them to Fish approach is a method that will help you realize your goals. Your partnerships will achieve new strength, and greater trust and cooperation will be the result. The shared success that you will achieve will spread synergistically and cultivate more success. If you give your channel partners better tools and knowledge to sell your solution than your competition does, they will position your products and services more often with more credibility. eCoast's has performed over 5,000 call blitzes since 2003. We started with the regional and local partner call blitzes, which generally serve 5 to 20 callers between the supplier and the partner. This is an intimate engagement where the supplier usually goes on site and performs the call blitz with one specific partner. Over time, we have unlocked the key to scaling this offering so that we can serve suppliers who want to take advantage of this service in a very big way. The next step in the evolution of the Call Blitz service is the National Partner Call Blitz. This can be performed from coast to coast. We have implemented these programs with up to 2,000 total participants and plan to top 2,000 in the near future. The third flavor of Call Blitz is the Regional MultiPartner Call Blitz, where the supplier blitzes with hundreds of partners and thousands of participants simultaneously. These are complex programs, but practice makes perfect. With one manufacturer alone, we have performed over 20 of these very large call blitzes in the last 2 years. Right now, we are experts in performing call blitzes in the U.S. and Canada. As we add additional language support for the new eCoast's Call Blitz portal, we will be able to help suppliers with a global reach. Here are a couple of real-life examples of the kind of ROI that can be achieved on the different types of call blitzes. The first example shows a small single local partner call blitz. With just an $1,800 investment, 6 blitz participants generated 12 qualified sales appointments with over $3.6 million in pipeline. This was all done in a 4-hour calling block in one day. Please also notice the 8 future prospects that were identified as well. These do not count in the estimated pipeline numbers, but if properly nurtured, they can eventually be just as fruitful as the immediately actionable sales opportunities. The second example shows results from a recent multi-partner call blitz. While the initial investment is higher, the potential ROI is staggering. Again, notice that there were also 680 prospects discovered during the calling that we think will have future interest in the supplier solutions. These are primed and ready for nurturing. Here's some recent feedback from a happy channel partner and supplier representative. You will note that the channel partner is very happy that the list is clean and ready to call and believes that this is contributing to the success of the call blitz. You never want to ask your professional sales team to start cold calling with a list that has not been cleaned. They have the right to ask for more so that they can make the best use of their time and efforts. Successful call blitzes all have common attributes. Participation is where it all begins. It is important that everyone is in lockstep, encouraging participation and reminding all participants to extend a full effort on Blitz Day. Competition is also key. There are a few things more natural than competition, and harnessing everyone's natural instinct to compete for prestige, recognition, and awards is the fuel that powers a successful call blitz. The way to keep everyone competing is to constantly measure the activity and results achieved by the call blitz participants. The best way to do that is to use a tool that has been specifically developed for a call blitz. We will provide a sneak peek of our new Call Blitz portal near the end of our presentation today. While competition and measurement are key to the success of a call blitz, you need to have fun too. Give away small prizes throughout the duration of the call blitz, fill the office with balloons, and throw a pizza party at lunchtime. While this is not a must, the best way to conduct a call blitz, if possible, is for the supplier to go on-site to the partner location, take part in the calling, participate in the call blitz, For larger call blitzes where the supplier account manager may be blitzing with multiple partners on the same day, this may not be doable. Communication via phone, email, instant message, or through the Call Blitz database is a good way to show your team you're right there in the trenches with them. The very definition of a blitz is an intense campaign or a sudden attack. In this case, we are attacking a list of prospects. Keep your initial call blitz to a one-day event unless you are running a nationwide call blitz with hundreds of participants. You might want to split it up over 2 to 3 days in that case. Make sure to have the participants revisit their callbacks and continue to nurture the prospects over the subsequent months. When the call blitz is done, throw a party. Present awards for the most outbound dials, the most appointments set, and the most pipeline dollars generated. You can use gift cards, gift certificates, or cool tech devices like tablets. In addition to the key attributes to success, the formula for maximizing results on a call blitz is the following. Thoughtful and thorough planning. There can be many moving parts on a call blitz: the schedule, the locations, participants that may change at the last moment. It is important that every possibility is anticipated so there are not hiccups on blitz day. Setting the right expectations with the participants is imperative. They need to understand that they are a very active participant in a call blitz, and that they will be asked to make a lot of dials so conversation rates can be maximized. The last thing you want is for someone to find out on the day of the call blitz that they will be cold calling to generate qualified sales leads. They need to be ready to go. We need to make sure that everyone has been properly trained on the Call Blitz portal and also has knowledge of cold calling best practices. We need to know the skill set and experience level of each participant so proper training can be planned and executed. A competitive and exciting atmosphere is important as well. Maximizing Call Blitz results has a lot to do with the collective attitude of the group that is participating. There is no room for negativity on Call Blitz Day. It is important to recognize and reward early and often throughout the Call Blitz. Keep the excitement at its peak. Do incentives for activity and results every hour on the hour. If you follow this formula, the Call Blitz will result in higher conversion rates, more sales, and a happy sales team. As with any service, you learn over time that there are methods that you can use to increase your success to even higher levels. We have found that integrating the Call Blitz activity into a multi-touch campaign with co-branded email blasts, landing pages, and direct mail can provide a bit of warmth to a cold call. We've also helped clients use the Call Blitz program to develop a steady outreach program to nurture contacts or communicate promotional offers to existing clients. Another way to add even more value to the Call Blitz is to simultaneously invite prospects to attend a webinar or live event. You can even use the Call Blitz methodology to generate event attendance as a primary focus. There is no better way to increase the results of your Call Blitz than by making sure your data is clean and ready to use when the calling begins. It just so happens that we have a great on-demand webinar entitled Data Demystified that is presented by my colleague Robin Sheehy. I suggest everyone take a look at www.ecoastsales.com. One thing you surely do not want to overlook is that you have just participated in a demand generation effort that not only produced actionable sales-ready opportunities for today, you also generated prospects which, if nurtured properly, will become tomorrow's sales opportunities. Last but perhaps most importantly, you should use a database portal that was specifically developed with Call Blitzes in mind. Something we're very excited about is the new eCoast's Call Blitz portal. Our new portal is now in production after spending over 6 months in development and testing. We have run large and small Call Blitzes in the new portal with very strong results and favorable reviews from the participants. Our strategic vision for the portal was formulated based upon the lessons we learned implementing and executing over 5,000 Call Blitzes over the past 9 years. To the user, the portal interface needed to be simple and easy to use. It needed to be a cloud-based solution, and it needed to allow collaboration between the supplier and the partners with functionality that puts it on the cutting edge of outbound calling tools. For large multi-partner or national Call Blitzes, the portal has a fully integrated registration process with automated login creation and participant confirmation. CRM tool integration is a must in today's world. The new portal is built to work with many of the leading CRM tools with just a bit of customization. The emphasis on modern look and feel was an important element and one that was realized in the development process. The dashboard reporting gives managers all the information they need to know about the activity and result levels at any given moment. The portal also includes a document library so you can put your call scripts, voicemail scripts, and custom questions into the portal, eliminating the need to have to refer to other materials while performing the Call Blitz. Email alerts can also be set when certain thresholds are reached in the portal to inform managers. Email reminders about registering and logging in can also be scheduled. This is a sneak peek at some of our new dashboard reporting capability. You can see the scrolling ticker at the top, which tells everyone who just set the latest sales appointment. You can look at call stats, how results are tracking by sales region, or by sales rep if you wish. You can also track sniffs and sales contests in real time in the portal, increasing competition, activity, and results. The outbound calling process is simple and elegant, allowing the caller to minimize the amount of screens they click through to make a call, leave notes, and disposition a record. As you can see in the screenshot, if the user clicks on the contact record, they can see the detail of that record in the lower applet. As soon as the caller opens the contact record, they are led through a logical calling process, starting with the opening statement for the campaign. If they make contact, they can continue with the qualification process. If they do not, they can click Not Available, and a voicemail script will pop up so they can leave their message, take a brief note, disposition the record, and quickly move to the next call. For a full demonstration of the new eCoast's Call Blitz portal, please feel free to contact me directly using the contact information on the screen. That concludes our presentation today. Thank you very much for participating.